For an expert's view on the matter, we have with us currently on NDTV James Bowden, Arab and Middle East expert. James, always a pleasure to have you on our show. 3 straight days of heavy missile fire, key generals dead, nuclear facilities hit. Would you argue that this is now past the point of return?
Definitely. We have seen tensions rise to this current conflict level, and they have plateaued. I don't really see anything as having truly escalated, but definitely we are in a full-out conflict.
James, would you still say this is a limited conflict, a limited war? Is this a regional freefall that's being disguised as surgical warfare?
I really don't see it as a regional war. In order to get to that point, we would have to see a larger number of countries enter in.
Okay.
We have seen Jordan, we have seen Syria intercept or be willing to intercept missiles, but those are all coming from Iran. They are not fighting against Israel. And so if it is a regional war, it is the region engaging against Iran. So yeah, that term is very tricky. It really is a long-distance war between Israel and Iran.
Meanwhile, Iran says, James, that America currently is complicit. Is this already a US proxy war, or is Tehran trying to drag Washington in? Where do you think Donald Trump stands currently? Who's really calling the shots?
I really don't know. I was having this conversation earlier today. It seems like Donald Trump has been on both sides of the issue. At one moment, he wants to retreat from the war and he wants to make sure that America is not involved. And then the next moment, he's almost got this, hey, wait up for me, guys, kind of attitude to this type of war. And, we're having to take Donald Trump's temperature each and every day to see where he's at to try to get to some level of consistency. And I would definitely say that the United States likely has been providing some intelligence support, satellite imagery, maybe even some transport, but I don't see the United States as being inherently or intrinsically involved in this conflict. This is largely Israel acting on their own and acting really against the United States. Donald Trump wanted basically what was shaping up to be the JCPOA 2.0. And the Israelis stepped in and took that from him. And I think that he is very upset about that. And there are a lot of people in Washington that are kind of tugging him both ways. I would really assess that a lot of times the statements that you hear or read about on Truth Social come about from the last person he talked to. So if he talked to somebody who's in favor of strikes, then he's coming out and saying, we're going to back Israel. If somebody goes to him and says, no, we can't do that, we've got to pull back, then he's like, oh, yeah, we've got to pull back. This Donald Trump is very different than the one that we dealt with in the first presidential term, very indecisive.
In fact, James, it's this very fickle-mindedness that Iran is flagging to say that they have serious trust issues with the US president as we speak. But oil prices are up, gold is rallying. We'll have to wait and see what kind of global economic fallout or impact this has. As always, though, thanks so much, James, for joining us. We'll, of course, keep in touch with you.